Okay, so I was watching a tutorial that, or a DIY that Measure and Mix was doing. I will try to find that video and link it in the description below this video. She took the pumpkins from Dollar Tree that this is inspired by, and she cut them in half. She took this, she left one intact, and then she cut 3 of them in half, and then she glued them together like this to make a beautiful pumpkin. And I'm trying to decide if I want to paint mine. She attached them and then painted it, but I think I want to paint mine first. And I'm also debating on whether to cover this or leave it. I kind of like the way it looks, so I'm probably going to leave it. So it looks something like that. It'll be better once it's attached. So as you can see, I made myself some pieces to put one together, and then I thought, you know, that's really cool. I really like that. And while I was cutting the pieces for this, I found a box that had 2 flaps on it with this shape almost already cut for me, so I just made myself a bigger version. Like it's basically the same thing, just much bigger. It's like at least twice as big. Anyway, so I made myself the pieces to make a bigger one like that. And yeah, I don't think I'm going to make a regular one this size, but so I'm going to decide if I'm going to paint them or not, and if I do paint them, I'm going to decide what color. And I see that I didn't glue this piece, or I didn't cut it right or something. I'm going to trim this piece here. And I need to make the stems for these 2. The stems, I think I'm going to just do the same way I've been making them. Piece of cardboard with the corrugate exposed on one side just to make it easier. So I'll use this. Now, yeah, I made that the same way. Made myself a pattern on cereal box to make it easier to trace around, and then use that to do it. And make a couple of stems, and then off camera I'm going to use some, I think I've decided I will paint them. I'm going to paint the big one. I haven't decided what color yet. I was going to say I was going to paint the big one in like a creamy whitish color, but is that big enough? I don't know if that's big enough. I mean tall enough. I don't think that's tall enough. Try that again. Actually, that slant is easier to do afterwards, and that was the wrong side of it to do that too anyway. So yeah, what I was trying to say is that I will paint the pumpkins off camera, because, I mean, you've seen people paint stuff before. Just gonna use acrylic paint. And I'm going to struggle with getting this stuff off of this and make the stems the same way I did on the other ones, on the other pumpkins, and let them dry overnight and stuff. So it'll be tomorrow before this project is complete. But anyway, we'll see ya. So I twisted it, and then I put the rubber bands to make it stay, and then I wanted the bottom half to be a little thicker, so now I'm getting some more corrugate, and I think I want it a little bit thicker again. And I have no idea if this is actually going to hold, but okay. And need to figure out a way to make the transition there a little less noticeable, a little less like pieces put together like they are. Maybe if I just squeeze it and put another rubber band right there. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do that. Okay, hold on. Use this pink one. Okay, and then I don't know if you could actually see any of that, but it just made some slits so that it'll go across. I think that's good enough. I don't think it has to be perfect. Oh, maybe I can use the glue gun to make that transition just a little bit better. I think I'll try that. Change my mind again. I can always do it later if I want to. The glue gun, the only issue is that the glue gun would look too different than the rest of it. I suppose I could put strips of it all the way up, but anyway. Now, do I want that? I think I'll put another tie right there. Not a tie, but a band. There. Okay, so it's twisted on purpose. Okay, and then the other one is just normal, and once it's dry, I'll snip it. I'm not sure how tall I'll want it, but and this one is not really twisted very much at all, and it's the same width all the way up for the smaller one. Okay, I'm gonna try something. Don't know if it'll work. So I'm gonna cover this colored pencil in wax paper just so I don't get glue all over it. And then, if I can get it open, I'm going to. This is white school glue with a little bit of water added to it. And this is jute twine. And I'm going to just coat it. The experiment is whether or not this will hold its shape once I coil it around the pencil. I'm gonna put it there for now and do these other two pieces. And I forgot that I would have messy hands for this, so I won't be able to turn the camera off. I think it's probably going to work the way it feels. This is going to be for the curly Q things on the large pumpkin. I'm not going to do it for the smaller one. Looks like I might need more than one pencil though. Maybe not. So got that, and then see if it'll hold its shape if I just do that. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Doesn't really want to right now, but I think that's going to work though. Okay, we'll see what that does. Okay, so for the large one, I think I've decided that I will, oh, I still didn't trim it. I will use, I want cream or warm white? Probably both. Okay, so I'm gonna do basic warm white, cream, and then warm white for detail. Gotta trim it first. Doesn't have to be perfect, but that was like really standing out, so. Okay, that's better. Okay, so cream. And I will do this to both sides, but I guess one side needs to dry first, and I'll probably do more than one coat. suppose I could have just done white gesso. And yeah, bad lighting as usual. Okay, definitely will want a second coat, but what I'm going to do with the warm white is just basically I'm not sure if I like that. Okay, not warm white. It's too yellowy. So I will use soft suede instead. And just kind of streak it. More on the edges, especially on the bottom. And this piece, it doesn't really matter how it looks because it's going to mostly be covered, but you don't really know which parts are going to show and whatever, so it's best to just make it look as good as you can right away. I mean, even though. And then some more of the cream. And then when it's dry, when this layer is dry, then I'll put another coat of white over top, or cream I should say. Okay, so I'm going to do this to all my pieces on the big one, and then I'll be back. So as you can hear, maybe, of course she stopped as soon as I started. Anyway, Soma is not exactly a friendly neighbor. There must be a neighbor cat or something out there, and she's not happy. But like I said, she stopped as soon as I turned the recording on. Okay, for the smaller one, first of all, I'm out of room already. That big one takes a lot of room, and it's going to take a while because I only did one side and only the first layer. But anyway, for the smaller one, I'm going to use, it says pumpkin orange, but it seems awful bright to me. It's almost like neon, but it's very orange. And no, that's not enough. Need to put more out. Oh, you're not even seeing that. And so I'm going to put a little bit of that soft suede in it, just a little bit. Just to tone it down just a tad. Just so it's not so in your face. Just a little bit more. It's probably more than I needed. But I kind of like that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. I like that better. It's probably not enough. But We'll see how far we get. And lighting issues, but I'll take pictures when there's more light and stuff. Geez, I can hardly see what I'm doing though. But yeah, I think I like it. So I'm gonna paint the small pieces, and probably won't get back to you until tomorrow. Battery's dying again. Gee whiz. Okay, so I want to turn this one into a scarecrow's head. That's a little bit creepy. But that's what this one's going to be. So will I? Oh, wow, cool. That's almost perfect. Close enough for me. So I'm just going to glue that on. Not sure where I got this from. It was either given to me or I got it at Dollar Tree or someplace like that. Okay, and I think I'm going to do only one side. The other side will remain just cardboard, I think. Okay, and bits like that, that's awesome in my opinion. So I'm going to let that happen. So I wanted some brown felt, but I don't have any. So what I'm going to do is find a Sharpie and make it brown, at least on one side. Just getting some of the fuzzy bits off that created. Okay, and then I'm going to cut a rounded, basically a triangular shape. Or a cone maybe. Okay, now this, I'm not sure if I'm going to do or not, and I should have done it before I put the head on. I'm going to see if this looks okay. Yeah, I think it will. Maybe not quite that long. So I should have stitched it on, but and I like having one big eye and one smaller eye. But which side do I want them on? That's good. Is this nose too big? No, I think it's okay. And then I'm going to find, or actually, I'll just do that with Sharpie. Again, should have done this before gluing it on. I should have done everything before gluing it on, probably. But I'm just going to use a pink Sharpie to make some rosy cheeks. And find that brown one again to just do that. Okay, so I'm gonna put like a glob of it so that it'll be raised a little bit. And let it set just a little bit. Hopefully the eyes will stay on well enough. Oops. Okay, I'm going to say that's good enough. And put some glue so I can stick it on. Sharpie marker really doesn't smell good. I say it every time I use them, but I'll do the mouth a different way here. Hold on a sec. It says it's spring burlap that I'm using here. Okay. I couldn't find my darning needle, so it took a lot to get this threaded, but there it is. I wonder if I can... No. Okay, again, I should have done this before gluing the burlap down, but that's okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is try and with great difficulty doesn't really want to go through. Come on, you can do it. Where there's a will, there's a way. I used my pliers to get it through. Okay, and then through here. So you're going to need I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. I'm just figuring it out as I go. So, okay, so I'm going to make stitches like this. And I'm not a sewer, so I don't know if this has a name. But whoops, that wouldn't have looked good. Okay, now I'm going to do some like crisscrosses. Not like that. Shoot. Can I get it out? Yes, yay, that was a lot easier than I expected. Okay. Or maybe not crosses, maybe just lines like that. Does it look like with a cross? Can't really tell. So I'm going to just make sort of like a line. I want that one to be a little bit longer, so I'm just going to go over the same part. Okay. Then okay. Okay, maybe. I think what's happening is that I'm going through the cardboard instead of just the burlap. Okay, I'm going to just glue it. I'm going to glue that flap down if I can get glue to come out. And I want it longer, so I'm going to glue pieces like I was going to do at first, but then changed my mind. Because it's not easy to do. Because they stick to fingers and everything but what you want them to stick to. And yes, I could use the glue gun, but it would, maybe I'll have to. Use a combo maybe. Thing about the glue gun is that it'll make big blobs. But I'll try it because this glue glue's not gonna work. Don't know where my bits went, so I'll just make new ones. So yeah, if you want to make something like this, you should add your anything you want to sew or whatever like that. You should add it first and then glue it to your piece. Well, in the meantime, I'm going to figure out, I don't have the right type of material, so maybe I'll just use another piece of this. Okay, no, that's not, well, I think I will do that though. Just with the hot glue this time. Okay. It's actually sticking a little bit. Cool. Stuff doesn't like to cooperate with me when the camera's on. When the camera's rolling. Thought I was recording, but I wasn't, so I just used a Sharpie to do some faux stitching for the nose. And I don't know if you saw me, I just kind of pinched and folded and tacked with hot glue this bit. Now for the rest of him, I need to find some stuff, and it's drops time, and Franklin will probably be home any time now, so I guess I'll get back to it tomorrow. So for now, that's it. Except that I think I like this idea better. So I'm going to do that. Dried already. It's set already. Not plugged in anymore, so it may not want to glue it. I think it'll do. Yeah, I like that better. More three-dimensional and stuff. Okay, so see you tomorrow.